And welcome back to Nancy's Neighborhood, and I hope you all are watching our commercials because those pay the bills, and we need for you to watch and support all of our commercials. And I don't watch them because I'm lining up my next guest while you all are watching commercials. And I'm tickled to death to have Corey Goins on with me today. He is president of the PTO.
Yes, ma'am.
At Prospect. He also wears a couple of other hats too. He's chaplain at Signature
Healthcare.
And he's also right now interim pastor at Waterville Baptist.
Yes, ma'am.
But the hat I've got him wearing today is the one at Prospect PTA. And so I want us to talk about what's happening there Friday evening.
Well, Friday evening, we're having a great event, which is kicking off a lot more of the Christmas season. City of Cleveland and Bradley County kicked off this past weekend, of course, with the tree lighting and the great parade. Luckily, the rain held off. But this Friday, we're going to be having our Winter Wonderland market, games, crafts, and a great visit by Santa.
Oh, wow.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
And it's going to be at Prospect Elementary School. Now, everything will start at 5 o'clock. We'll have games from 5 to 8, and then we'll have our vendors set up in our gym from 5 to 9. So if you're looking for a unique Christmas present, a really great Christmas present, that's where you need to go for this Friday evening.
Okay, now this is what I'm excited about because we just had Shannon on, and her event is going to be Saturday. So here's what's going to happen, folks. You go to Prospect on Friday, do some of your shopping. If you don't find everything, if you need some decorations or other things you don't find, then you're going to go Saturday over to Cleveland Middle School.
That's right.
Now, give me a little bit of a hint because I'm coming by there.
Okay.
Give me a little bit of a hint what I'm going to find.
Well, when you come into our gym where we're going to have, hopefully I think we're going to have about 20 to 25 vendors set up.
Right.
You can find anything from like a lot of the things that are being sold around Cleveland, maybe some good crafts, some really unique crafts, or some of the things that people are selling. I want to say possibly maybe some homemade knives that will be sold there.
Wow.
Then we'll also have some baked goods that are going to be sold there.
Oh, baked
so
goods. Mm-hmm.
Anything from, like I said, crafts to a lot of the things, cookware, different things like that you'll be able to find some unique stuff. But then if parents can shop in our vendors and the kids can go play games. We'll have a lot of games in the school. We'll have cookie making down in the cafeteria. Parents and kids can come together and make some great sugar cookies, decorate some sugar cookies. I may be down there just decorating by myself and eating cookies by myself. So
okay, as your school board member, I may be down there testing
there
the
you go.
cookies
You know, hey, we need to make sure they're okay, you know. So
yes, we do, because we don't need to put them out to the public unless they've been approved.
Yes, ma'am.
But now this sounds wonderful. So the main thing I like about this is, now I don't have any children or grandchildren. I mean, I have a son, but he's, I don't have to worry about babysitting for him.
Mm-hmm.
But you can, the children can go over here.
Yes.
And have a really good time without mama, and mama can go by herself and shop.
Right. And see,
That's
this
awesome.
week, from Monday to Thursday, the students at Prospect can buy tickets for $4. They'll get 10 tickets. And then on Friday, you can buy them there at the event for $5, get you 10 tickets. And you'll have to use those tickets to be able to play the games. But in our library, there's going to be a certain visit by somebody dressed in red from North Pole. So he's going to be showing up.
Oh, that'll be so neat. And I bet the parents can bring their cameras and do pictures.
We'll be taking pictures.
Oh, you'll be taking pictures.
We'll be taking pictures. If they want to bring their camera, they can. But we will be taking pictures with Santa. He's going to be arriving, what we've been told, there's some fire trucks that may be bringing him in there. So.
Wow. Hey, this is neat. This is really, really neat. I love to see communities do this.
Yes,
now, I
ma'am.
will say one thing about your community out at Prospect. You've got Mount Olive Church community.
Yes.
At some of my favorite people. A lot of crafters.
Yes.
Because I do the quilt show. Now, that's not Mount Olive, but it's in their Family Life Center. And I do their quilt show every year. And so many quality people set up booths at their quilt show.
Yes.
So I don't know whether any of those will be there with you, but I know there's a lot of crafters. I know there's a lot of crafters in Cleveland, Bradley County.
Yes, ma'am, there are. I mean, this area is saturated with things that people make with their hands. It's beautiful artwork that people can make with the quilts, and then also necklaces, jewelry, different things like that. So whenever you talk about crafts in Southeast Tennessee, Cleveland, Bradley County, you know you're going to get some of the best products.
Well, yeah, and we're mountain folks, I guess. We're used to
That's
making
right.
quilts to sleep under and our own jewelry to wear and everything like that. But now this is exciting. Now this is it's actually a free event.
Yes, ma'am, it is. The only cost is going to be tickets to play the games and do some of those things like that. But this is a free event where you can come and shop and have pictures with Santa and just have a great time.
I think that's super. And now tell me what we're going to do with this money that you make.
Well, all the money that is raised with PTO is that we are giving it back, of course, going back to our students. And we are going to be raising money to build some new swing sets, some new playground equipment at Prospect Elementary School. Steve Montgomery is probably the best principal in Bradley County. He's awesome. A great guy. He's been doing nothing but pro things to make the school more beautiful, make the school better for the students, because I have to admit, Prospect Elementary is the best school in Bradley County.
And I will say it's one of the best. In my position, I need to say it's one of the best. But it is a wonderful school, and
Yes,
y'all
ma'am.
have a wonderful best partner in Santa.
Yes, we do.
I mean, Cheryl is just awesome. Y'all had a float in the Christmas parade.
We did.
And Steve was kind enough to ask me to ride the float, and I was fortunate enough to have another obligation, and so I didn't get to ride the float, but it was a good-looking float, and I think that's great because it was super PR.
Right, it was. And it just shows that the partnerships that our county schools have with businesses in Cleveland, what that does, it's not just showing that what we have is showing what we're doing for our students.
Absolutely.
So it's great.
And it's wonderful. And the sad thing, as a school board member, I can say this to y'all folks, but it's sad to me that we need to do these fundraisers.
Yes, we do.
To fund things, because there's just so much money in the budgets to do
Yes.
these things. But it's also a wonderful opportunity for the Prospect community to come together.
Yes.
And I've been to a couple of, I went to the chili cooking contest. Whew, that was interesting because some of that chili was spicy.
I'm telling you, yes.
And those people know how to cook. And so there's a lot of community things. I went last year to your spring fling.
Spring auction.
Spring auction.
Yes.
And I outbid Mike Smith for something, and I haven't heard the last of that yet. And I didn't realize that's who I was bidding against. But I bought some other things, and it's a really great community down there, and
Yes.
those opportunities are wonderful for us to meet each other and get to know each other.
Exactly.
And I think you all have your choir concert, Christmas concert coming up.
It's coming up tomorrow. I have to make sure I know the time. It's at 6 o'clock at Mount Olive because my son Luke is in the choir, so I have to know exactly when it is so that we'll be there to see it.
I know when I've got school board work session and I'm going to miss it, and I hate it.
They are doing a tour this Thursday. They'll be coming up here to the courthouse and going to some other places. They are coming to Signature Healthcare, so they'll be doing a little tour around town this coming Thursday.
Okay, that sounds good. And I believe your music teacher gave me that schedule. And I'm on the board at Holston United Methodist Home for Children. This is my last meeting. This is my 8th year. And I got to be in Greenville that day, so I'm going to miss it. And I really hate it because they're always so good.
They always do a great job.
Absolutely. Our county school music programs are phenomenal.
Oh, wow.
So okay, this is called Winter Wonderland.
Yes, ma'am.
And it may feel like Winter Wonderland by that time. From 5 until 8.
5 to 8 is the games, and then 5 to 9 is the vendors.
Very good. And I'm going to try to get by there because I do want to do a little Christmas shopping. So this is at Prospect School. Now, if you don't know where Prospect School is, it's very simple to find.
Very simple to find. You can either get on Harrison Pike and go west like you're going towards Chattanooga, or get on Free Roll Road and go south, and you'll meet it right there at the corner.
Right there at the corner. And you honestly can't miss it, folks. It's right there. It's a beautiful school, and I love community schools.
Oh, you know what? When we get involved with our schools, people understand when you see the candle sales, when you see the cookie sales, when you see all this, all that money is going back to our students to make sure that our schools are the best in the state.
Absolutely. And now you're talking about cookie sales. I bought 2. Shervetta sold me 2. Well, I had two of their. One was her son and one was her nephew, I think, in junior achievement last year in Miss Dockery's room, and so they were selling the tubs, the cookie dough tubs.
Right.
So I bought one for each of the boys,
Yeah.
from each of the boys, and they're in my freezer. I'm trying to figure out what I'm supposed to do with them, but that's okay. I mean, and somebody said something about don't eat raw cookie dough because of the egg in it, and I've grew up eating raw cookie dough, so
I think we all have.
I think we're okay.
Yeah,
you know.
we're good.
But anyway, so I know what you mean about having to do these fundraisers. But this is a fun event.
Yes, this is a fun event. We want to make sure there's something for the whole family, and especially with every parents, you want to get some little bit of Christmas shopping done. Kids, they want to go play games. Families come together and do some cookie decorating, and then end it off with Santa and some pictures with him. It's going to be a wonderful evening.
And such a marvelous opportunity. You're offering the parents the opportunity to not get rid of the kids, but to give the kids an activity to do.
Right.
And the parents can go without having to drag little ones through to the vendors.
Exactly.
So no cost to get in the door.
Nope.
And it's from 5 till 9 with the vendors, but 5 to 8 with the children.
Yes,
and then
ma'am.
Santa will be
in the library. He'll be showing up probably around 5:30, 6 o'clock. Got to nail down that time. We're still in contact with him, you know.
Okay.
So he'll be showing up somewhere around then. Maybe on Bradley County Fire Department will be helping us out with that, and we'll bring him in style.
That will be.
You know, the reindeer they're resting right now,
yes.
so they really can't make their way down.
No, because that's a long trip
It
for them
is,
on
it
Christmas
is.
Eve,
Yes.
all around the world. So I think this is going to be so exciting. Corey, thank you for being on, and I really do admire you stepping in as the president of a PTO, and you say it's a 2-year term.
2-year term, yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Have had a lot of fun. The board that we have, the other people we have serving on that board, they do such a great job. They are hard workers, and many of them are right there at the school during the week, still doing a lot of work. So it's great.
Doing volunteer work,
yes,
and I think
ma'am.
that's great because I've been there a couple of times, and parents. Let's see, Thanksgiving dinner. I ate Thanksgiving dinner with
Yes.
you all,
Mhm.
and you served, I think Steve told me, Mr. Montgomery told me,
We
665
did. Yeah.
people ate Thanksgiving dinner
That's right.
at Prospect School.
Yes, ma'am.
And it was a really good, it was turkey
It was,
and
oh.
sweet potato casserole and those homemade biscuits or rolls or whatever you want to call them, and green beans, and it was really, really good.
That's right.
Really good.
That's right.
So there's a lot of things that go on in our county schools, folks, and it's a great opportunity for parents to get involved. So,
Yes, ma'am.
All right, Friday night.
Friday night, 5 to 8 for games, 5 to 9 for vendors. Santa will show up somewhere 5:30 or 6 o'clock, and then we'll have a great evening.
And it's free to get in, and then there will be some expense if you buy from the vendors.
That's right.
So-
Not much, but you're going to get some great things.
That is super. Corey, thank you so much for being on.
You're
with
very
me.
welcome.
I know I'm going to see you quite often.
Yes, ma'am.
Because I'm school board member District 1, and that's Prospect and Hopewell. Everybody else is there. I'm serving you all too, but Prospect and Hopewell are my number ones. So
Yes, ma'am.
thank you so much, Corey.
You're
I
welcome.
appreciate it. And I hope it's real successful Friday night, and I'm going to try to get by there on my way home.
Yes, do. Come by.
Great.
May have to get you in there to help with something. You never know.
As long as I don't have to take a pie in the face or be in the
Well, if
Dunkin'
it's around the
booth.
cookies, we'll see.
Oh, the
right?
cookies. Now, I
Yes.
will help you on tasting the cookies.
That's where
Be
we
sure
go.
they're okay. Very good.
Wonderful.
Corey, thank you
You're
so
welcome.
much. Now, folks, this has been a great day on Nancy's Neighborhood, and I hope you all have try to stay dry. But now, I told you, we're not complaining about this rain. We needed this rain so badly. And Gatlinburg, remember those folks up there in Gatlinburg and Sevierville, folks, because they really needed this rain.
Yes.
And I think I heard it's just like 50% contained now, the fires.
Yes.
So it's still not over for them, folks. So remember them. And then our folks in Polk County and in McMinn County who had some tornado damage. And even as I was coming in on Wednesday morning of last week, I saw that Moore Road off Eureka had some damage, and Kansas
Yes.
Creek Baptist Church had their front glass blown out. So remember all these people during this time, folks. And it's been great being with you today, and we'll be back Wednesday with you. So stay dry, stay warm, and stay happy. Bye-bye.